a whole lot during the TI6 group stages so far, and a lot of it just has to do with the pacing of the game. There is some validity to the pick though, because if you think about it, you know, you look at IO Bat and you say, okay, these heroes are a very good combination because you just get a lasso and then you relocate. Well, the same thing can be said for Spectre. Anytime there's an engagement on the map and you know that you're going to outnumber them with a haunt, you can just go for it. You can just go in and you can say, look, I have max stagger, I got 2 points in the Desolate with my haunt, level 7, I got like phase. I'm just going to punch people, right? And it's still pretty good. Concern is that if Secret get ahead and the Spectre's not finding the farm, game's going to get real rough real fast. It can look very similar to what game number 1 was for Secret, where they started getting behind and they just couldn't find the damage to get kills and they couldn't take fights. Newbee can be forced into that position. It just relies on Secret executing their game plan very early on.
Oh boy. This is going to be quite a game 2 of the series between Secret and Newbee. So we have indeed seen these exciting change-ups in his draft and position being playing. Just checking, of course, how he is rocking his signature Spectre set. Very nice to see on the cosmetics.
You know you're pretty good at the hero when you have your own set.
Absolutely. That's got to be scary for the opponent. And lane-wise, from both teams, are we going to see anything aggressive, or is it again going to be both teams just kind of letting the offlaners deal with the tri-lanes?
I don't think Luna and maybe if it was against a weaker tri-lane, maybe Secret would decide to go aggressive. But even then, Luna's just a very mediocre aggro hero. I think it's a lot safer to just let your Chen and Shadow Demon do their thing, try to find rotations. Well, it's going to be the Moobat, by the way.
Moobat and the DKP offlane Mirana.
This is something that we've seen a handful of times too. It's not so much, but I think it makes a little bit more sense for this game because you know that the roaming Mirana is probably not going to be able to accomplish a whole lot against a hero like Chen. I mean, best case scenario, what you arrow is creep, and then the creep dies. I mean, that's okay, but I think he can still move around the map, be a nuisance, try to stop the Shadow Demon and Chen from getting together. And it's not a huge deal if he doesn't get a lot of farm.
I can see at the moment. I mean, the matchup then that RTC's got in the mid lane against Moobat is how's Invoker expected to fare here? I mean,
I think it's probably slightly favored for Invoker after the first few levels. But like levels 1 to 3, I'd say Bat probably has an advantage. And then, you know, once Artor starts getting more points into Exort, gets Cold Snap and whatnot, then he can start actually fending off the Bat Rider. But for the first few levels, since you don't have any spells, he kind of just does what he's doing now, just stacks Napalm and just punches you.
Obviously looking at the safe lane of Newbee, how on Spectre. Just have Bulba's presence up there. I mean, how much could a Nyx Assassin do to slow down a Spectre's early game farm?
I don't think he's going to be able to necessarily slow down How too much, but he's also not really feeling like he's in any danger. It's a Lion and the Elder Titan support. They're not really going to be able to kill him, especially since he already has enough money to get his own Poor Mans. Like, he wasn't even pooled. He just has a full set of tangos and has the healing salve on top of that, so he will be getting a pretty good amount from here.
Bulba chunking into Chuan. As we can see at the moment, also Mirana has headed over KP just to find what she can from the jungle. Stacking up the camps as well. Puppey to grab the top rune, or at least try for it. We're going to see Newbee come and try and look for the contest. The arrow's not going to connect. Moo, flying forward. He's got a troll trap on Puppey, and he'll actually get it down onto Moo. The turnaround's there from RTZ. He rotates across, and they'll take first blood. Secret finding the first kill of the game. Newbee still hanging around. KP, he's got another arrow at the ready, but RTZ chunks him back, and that's the start that they needed, Secret.
Getting that kill on the Bat Rider, giving it to Puppey. First rotation successful, gets the rune, gets the kill. Puts Artor at level 4 right now, so he's going to be ahead of the Bat Rider by about a half a level. That's a huge deal for them. Also, look at the farm difference right now between the Luna and the Spectre. You know, I didn't think Sam was going to be that disruptive to this lane, but he's still causing some issues.
And of course, as we see, Envy's just getting the free lane.
That was such a nice stun. That stun pulls the creeps away from the pole camp, and so instead of getting his entire like double wave denied, he's going to get full EXP from all the melee creeps and the ranged ones, which are obviously even more important. Like, he's honestly playing this lane super well right now.
Mid lane,
that's dead again.
Again, the rotation from Puppey comes through. Again, another troll summoner. 2 of them, in fact, and that does the job.
That's the dream. That is, against the Bat Rider, that's like the best possible creep combination you can get, is multiple Warlords. or Dark Troll Summoners, excuse me. They used to be called Troll Warlord somethings, I'm sure, at one point.
That's a hero, Andy.
Shh, not a Warcraft 3. I mean, it was, but they were called something different. 3.
2-0 start for Secret. It's already feeling to be a little bit of a different flavor to the games that we're used to seeing Secret playing over the last 2 days. Arteezy, those kills under his belt, having a very strong start in the mid lane. As you said, between the two safe laners, How and Envy, the edge is there. Well, he continued to see if this was the answer all along. Just Arteezy Invoker, put him in the mid. And Secret are able to maybe find a bit more success. Puppey, it's a haste rune, and he has got a Troll Summoner. We'll see if he's able to find another kill. He's looking at Moo. He's going to lead in. Arteezy trying to close the gap. Cold snap down Moo. Fire flying away. Kaka with a stomp to disengage Secret. Still stick around. Chuan hits the stun off onto Puppey. They can't follow through to finish him off. Still has that haste rune. Pie's there to back up the side of Secret as well. Newbee, they'll keep Moo alive this time. Unable to kill anyone on Secret though, as Puppey takes down his own creeps.
He's still just creating a lot of space. He's going mid, he's just forcing the bat back over and over again. You can see the difference reflected in the CS now. Like Arteezy's pulled ahead 16-9 versus the 10-3 of Moo. And as long as your Invoker's having a good time, he's not dying in lane, he's getting his farm, the Chen is still more or less doing his job.
KP actually headed down to this lane. Of course, Mirana has been mostly in the own jungle of Newbee. He's level 4.5. He's just making the side push. He's going to do what he can to start to slow down Envy's farm. And indeed, Envy, as we've been saying, having total free farm and a free lane down here. He's level 6, 34 for 13 on the CS. And pretty much at this stage of the game, all 3 lanes are going very, very well for Secret. Top lane, fantastic for Bulba.
Look at how much CS the Nyx has. He's
23.
got 23 creep kills. This is so much.
What happened to the Secret we have for the last 7 games, and what have you done with them, Valve?
Well, they picked lanes that are actually going to win. That's
right.
what they did. I think laning phase is super important right now during the group
Well,
stage.
this is the thing as well. In all of the losses, it could be said the Secret really did lose the laning phase in most of them. It really was from the start that they were struggling.
They were putting themselves behind from a very early point.
I mean, if they kill How here, that's going to be very unsecret.
Well, unfortunately, he has phase boots and his reaction time is on point, so Paladai is not going to be able to close the gap fast enough to really get that kill. Can also see that now Moo recovering with some of the stacks. I'm a bit surprised, actually, that they go for the smoke on the carry instead of trying to go for the jungle stacks, because I think Batrider is always going to be a bit of a nuisance here if he can get his blink.
Just putting as much pressure on as they can. Puppey's going to wrap around. Actually going to get eyes onto Chuan. Chuan into Puppey. Puppey's under the invis. Chuan's unaware of what's going on, but he keeps himself back behind the tier 2. And Secret, and just gonna cement themselves up on this top lane for the time being, making sure How gets no farm and Envy continues to take it all. Bottom lane, Bulba, he switched it over. He's been given the safe lane to get that level 6, which he's now got online. Top lane, will now just try for the tier 1 push. Fortifications comes out from Newbee, but they're not going to be sending any heroes up here by the looks of it. Hal heads back to base.
They can't fight. Like, Newbee don't have what is necessary in order to stop these types of pushes, unless they have like Haunt available, like 2 or 3 extra heroes around the area. Just because of the fact that Moo had a pretty bad start. He's not skilled blaster yet. I think he's just holding on to the skill point for now and deciding if he's going to need it for the fight or not. But yeah, it's Secret pretty much just running this early game.
Newbee with the 4-man KP. Just taking away Puppey's creeps. That's the second one he's done in quick succession. Took away a Troll Summoner around the tower as well. A Secret. I mean, what is it? What is the next play here? Is it the fact that Bulba with the level 6? Can we expect to see some rotations from the Nyx assassin?
Yeah, he's the one who's going to start gathering that information. He's going to walk around the map in Vendetta. You got the Max Impale. A Sunstrike with the Nyx also guarantees a kill, more or less. I mean, maybe, let's see, who's tanky enough to live through that? Batrider has the Infuse Raindrop, so he'll probably be able to live. And How? Any other hero's dead. So.
You see, down bottom runes being taken, mid lane. Secret starting to get together for a push. Bulba reveals himself onto Kaka. We're going to need a Sunstrike. We're going to get it, but Kaka stopping for the stomp. The Sunstrike won't connect. Secret using the space to look for the tier 1 mid, and they should just about find it. Any kind of a deny coming out. Twani gets it. Nice little cheeky play from the Lion.
The thing that Secret have to be very careful of is not getting isolated and allowing... Oh boy.
Can they do anything with this? Yeah, How wants to join in. There's going to be a horn. Oh, Bulba just coming in with the spike. Carapace stopping Newbee from wanting to move in and jump on Artur. So How unable to find any action with that first haunt usage.
That's actually really bad, because now they can go from lane to lane with the Chen and just take towers. Because Haunt is the one utility that Secret have to be really scared of when they're split up, and you know, a Haunt comes in and there's one extra hero there, whether it be the Bat Rider, an Arrow lands, or whatever. That can just be a quick pick, and then Secret have to back off. But with that hero being without ultimate, it's a really long cooldown, right? 140 seconds at level 1, so well over 2 minutes. It just gives Secret so much more time to get these tier 1s off the map.
Is under attack.
It's easy. Looking for Moo. Cold snap down. See if we can do this one. Bulba's coming in as well. There's a Moonlight Shadow. They'll pop the stun. They have a Sunstrike. They don't have detection though. Moo's going to be fine. No more AoE that Secret can throw out as he backs himself away. Now will be thrown back just to make sure the Secret don't chase. And Moo, he just walks it off thanks to the Moonlight from KP.
That is some space created. That is attracting almost, what, 4 heroes from Secret? Saves your tier 1 because Puppey was the only person remaining from the team up there trying to get the push done. He needs to be careful. I think he might be dead.
I believe the stomp to set this one up. Tron, he's got a lot of disable. There's going to be a TP coming through, but Puppey, he's already dead. And now the Hex from Tron onto Pi. Not going to be able to chase Pi down. He's fine. Puppey, of course, isn't. It's Newbee holding the ground. At the same time, bottom lane, Secret are looking for a tier 1 Pi. Just coming in and playing around with Newbee. KP's got a haste and he's low on mana, so won't be able to jump in and punish the Shadow Demon. Secret unable to finish off the tier 1 bottom as well. It looks like Moo's presence on the bat was enough to stop the push. So Newbee getting their first kill on the board, 2-1. In a game that's 10.5 minutes in, not a lot of bloodshed. Both teams playing very, very carefully. As we can see farm-wise, top of the board, RTZ's Invoker 4.7k. How? He's on their second, but Envy's keeping himself very, very close with that Luna. But it has to be said though, How he wasn't having as much CS in the lane as Luna, but he is now ahead, so How's kind of recovered.
He's been farming a little bit of the jungle too, so in terms of just sheer value per creep kill, I think Envy is still ahead of him a bit. But there's also something that we need to keep in mind is that Moo almost has Blink. And when Blink Bat Rider comes out and you have Haunt on top of that with Moonlight Shadow, the amount of fights that Newbee can force.
Bonk. Needs to be careful. A setup from Bulba into a Sunstrike would do the job. Come on. Yeah, he's coming down to the lane. If Bulba's able to close this gap.
Oh, he's so dead.
He absolutely is. Chuan. Oh, Bulba! That is not the stun.
He doesn't have invoke up. He can't invoke Cold Snap.
And that is not the Sunstrike either. And now with the arrow, Bulba's going to pay for his sins. How comes in with the haunt. The stun from Tron onto 2 and moves there. Has a lasso available. He may not even need it here. They'll play with RTZ. There's a sentry down. Newbee there wants to carry detection. And just like that, a mess up from Secret hits them back hard as they lose 2 of their cores.
Oh, God. That was not the play. Not the play. Especially after having such a good start, to miss that stun and have it be such a disaster, like losing your Invoker because of it, not getting the kill. Man, that was painful.
Here's where it all went wrong. Bulba gets the hit off. Chuan jukes it out with the swag. And as you said, Artur gets the Sunstrike off, but no invoke for the Cold Snap, and Chuan walks it off, and this perfect arrow into this stun. I mean, RTZ's still sticking around, wondering if there's any kind of hope. He tries to get away, but Chuan says no. And Moo, he knows that the lasso's not needed. He'll save on to that for the future. As How as well, the fact that the Spectre's there, the presence from him, getting himself involved in both of those kills.
Well, I guess on the bright side, Envy's farming the whole time. But in reality, that was a really big loss. I guess you can look to the Chen now to, with his army, maybe come help to push, but Moonlight Shadow here. Or excuse me, Smoke, not Moonlight.
With Moo's Blink. Observer down so they can try and find an opening. Eyes onto Envy. Pi will be there ready with a defensive disruption if the jump's made onto the Luna. Newbee have everyone apart from the Spectre. No Horn available. And of course still on cooldown for, what, 40 seconds. So indeed, how going to be available for this fight? Arteezy finds the tier 1. Secret still sticking around. Envy has Eclipse. We'll see if they want to push in for more. Puppy actually coming in with a creep army. He's lost the Hellbear Smasher. Secret wanting to try and get this push online. Newbee are going to be doing their best to stop it, and with the pings coming out, Secret back away, 2 TPs to the top lane, they'll leave it at that. Taking a tier 1, he's trying not to throw anything away. Bulba and Envy will look for some action onto How. How's already started to back up though, as Newbee realized the push from Secret isn't coming in any longer down bottom. They have the wards out as well, so they saw Secret reacting to the play and heading top. So How's not going to be caught out. Does have a Haunt now, so if Moo can get a jump onto Arteezy, How can get himself in with the rest of Newbee. But Arteezy backs away. Bulba looking around the jungle. There's a sentry down though. Bulba, there we have it. The jump on from Newbee. Tron reacting immediately. Sentry wards winning games for Newbee at the moment.
It's getting real rough right now for Secret. They've lost a ton of momentum in this game. Like, they were winning the lanes, they got a tower, push down mid, they try to go for that one Lion kill, and everything just gets completely destroyed. Look at how much farm KP has right now.
I mean, and look at the build that he's going for as well. With 14 minutes in, phase boots, and he's nearly got the gold for Relic. He's got 3.4k on Spectre. So if he gets this Radiance timing, that's going to be absolutely devastating for Secret.
They needed to play a faster paced game. Like, you cannot just let Newbee continually farm at this rate. With your heroes, you need to get more done out on the map. Like, Secret are definitely feeling the pressure right now. They're trying to find something that they can do to influence the map in some way. Problem is, Newbee already have almost all the core items they need.
And Chuan, 1500 towards a Blink Dagger. There's a lot of things on the horizon. Bulba, just see if he can find a setup. How? Behind his teammates though, 4 of them on Newbee, grouped to up around mid lane. It's hard for Secret to find a jump in here. Bulba teasing himself in. They really want to try and find a fight. It's so hard for them to do so, and Secret, the smoke wearing off, they just can't find the angle to jump in. And Newbee are going to be A-OK here in the mid lane. No initiation from Secret. As Newbee just stop the push and force them back. And at this point, How, yeah, he's picked up the Relic. That first hurdle has all been climbed for How. And this Radiance is going to be a very, very respectable timing this game.
I'm kind of asking myself right now, if Secret are even capable of breaking Tiger.
Oh, well, Moo, he's capable of breaking Puppy's neck. Jumps in. Chen's down. Secret, the rest of them retreat. And indeed, in a game where Secret have shown their strength for a little bit in the laning stage, Newbee have been quick to punish them back. So we are 16 minutes in, 5 for 2. Arteezy's still at the top, and indeed, Envy's farm is there. But we're seeing mistakes from Secret being punished immediately by Newbee.
But the Luna is not the hero that's going to really change the influence of the game, you know? The whole purpose of the Luna in this lineup is to group up with the Chen and hit towers. That's all you want to do. Because when you go late game against Spectre and you're playing Luna, you're not going to have a great time. Because he's going to kill your supports super fast, like Chen and Shadow Demon will just get annihilated. And then you have the situation where, okay, we got a Nyx, who probably doesn't do any damage to the Spectre, and the Invoker might be able to do some work, but I'm really concerned that, you know, Secret, with their start, they're meant to be playing from ahead. They're not supposed to be in an even game against a Spectre, the Batrider who has playing Chuan, who almost has playing gets 17 minutes on a position, you know, 4 or 5 Lion. Like, this is not the ideal situation for them at all. So Newbee now have the Haunt available in about a minute, multiple Blink Daggers. They can just take fights whenever they want. They have almost no fear right now.
How close is KP to the Axe? Yeah, he's pretty much got it done, hasn't he? Yeah, 150 gold, and Mirana Axe will be online. And as you said, in regards to the Horn, I was just wondering if he's going to have Radiance by the time. Probably not,
he might,
but it's
going
to be close.
Yeah, he might be close.
By the time that stage, it's going to be very close to having the full Radiance gold. Top move, especially around with Bulba towards the bottom.
I mean, they just tried for a Roshan sneak and immediately just get scouted out by Kaka.
And top lane, Bulba Now she's going to find Moo. Pies coming with the dust. And Moo goes for the AFK play, accepts his fate. Secret will find the kill.
He did spend his money before he died, so now he has force on top of his Blink Dagger.
Talking about Blinks, Chuan's got his picked up from the shop. The little old lion ready to get those jump-ins.
An article of faith.
This game at the moment, though, 18.5 minutes in, certainly is closer than in game one. Secret still with a chance in this one.
Yeah, they have a chance, but the longer the game goes and Secret continue to not get objectives, the harder it's going to be for them. The weight is going to shift, like how good the Chen and the Nyx are in this game. It's going to shift all onto the Invoker pretty much, and then the Luna at some point, maybe if she gets like a tremendous amount of farm, can kind of contribute, but otherwise it's a very one-dimensional draft from Secret. You know, you group up as 5, you use the Nyx to scout out for kills. You can maybe get a kill with a Vendetta plus a Sunstrike, which is nice. And then if you go to the ultra late, you have the Shadow Demon to fall back on with the Luna Illusions and try to push that way, which is all fine and good. But Newbee just has such good ways of controlling the map. Moonlight Shadow, Haunt, Batrider with a Blink, a Lion with a Blink. Their ability to pick just stops you from really ever getting to their base. That's the problem.
You know, what do you think about this as well? I mean, in a game where you're the Secret were maybe wanting to push the pressure up the tempo, Bulba has picked up a Midas for Nyx Assassin rather than anything like the Blink or the Force early on.
Well, he recognizes how hard it's going to be for them to find anything right now, and he could just be under the mentality that if I get a Blink Dagger and this Blink Dagger does not do anything for me, then I am just super far behind because I don't have an item that allows me to get farm. Blink doesn't result in a kill, it doesn't result in getting me a tower, and that doesn't keep me relevant. He wants an item to make sure that he's going to stay relevant. And Midas is pretty much that item on Nyx, and it's not even the first time that it's been picked up here at the TI6 group stage. A lot of Nyx players do this. When they feel like the tempo of the game is slowing down, but you want to play fast tempo, you buy a Midas to make sure that since you're not playing the game you want, you're at least minimizing the damage that's dealt by not being able to find kills.
Items is now complete for Arteezy. We're also yet to really see him turn up to the fights, as he has been focusing on the farm. And it's kept him comfortably at top with the Midas. 20 minutes in, it's good item timings for the Invoker. As an Arcane Rune as well, I mean, it would be nice for them to try and fight, but at the same time it is into a Howl that's level 11 with Radiance complete. Haunt is available.
This is so terrifying. Like, your Invoker is super farmed, which is great, but the Invoker can't win the game alone. Like, he needs some kind of supporting cast. So the farm war, I don't really think is going to be favoring Secret that much. And Newbee are just in this position where they're happy with the space that they're given. You know, KP has Mechanisms done, and he's more than halfway to Blink. Like, this is an off-lane Mirana who pretty much walked around for the first couple of minutes and just threw arrows out randomly, and now he's got, you know...
8K now. I mean, he's nearly as rich as both Envy and Howl.
Yeah, exactly. This is the issue. Because of the fact that Envy and the Invoker are both splitting up more or less the same side of the map, like, it's forcing Artor to go into these dangerous positions. And when he goes to those positions, he has to play super scared because he recognizes, you know, Newbee are off the map. Obviously, we see that they're smoked right now looking for some kind of pick. But it's difficult to play this style because the Luna needs the safe side of the map. The Invoker has to farm the dangerous spots. And if the Invoker starts dying, the game becomes increasingly difficult. But yeah, Newbee not able to find anything with this smoke, which is definitely a good thing for Secret.
Yeah, I guess in terms of taking Roche, that's something that Secret don't have to be worried about Newbee doing too much. Don't necessarily have the quickest lineup for it. Secret themselves, I mean, if they get in the pit, I guess once Luna's got a bit more of a build on her hands, then they can chunk through the Roshan, but at the same time, Newbee have got a very good lineup for fighting around it, so...
Well, Newbee just don't do any damage to Roshan. That's their problem. They don't have a hero who hits the boss very well. Whereas Secret, they can do it extremely safe because they have the Chen. Chen creeps can just tank and you just kill it. Takes a while, but can be done.
Lane, they're looking for Arteezy. Moo jumping in. Gotta close the gap for the lasso. The napalm slowing it down, and they've got him. In they go. Arteezy brought down.
Yeah, they're being forced. This is exactly what I said. It's just because he has to be up here. Envy cannot farm this side of the map.
Maybe Boba can find KP. Got eyes on it. It's just Bulba and Puppey. Well, with the TPM from Envy, they might have a chance for finding a kill. They'll look towards Kaka. Envy's presence as well. They'll burst down the Elder Titan. So Secret find a kill in return. Still, though, is the trade that Newbee come out on top of. Envy's still saving up the gold on the Luna as well. He's got 3.5k. Is he just looking for BKB?
Yeah, he needs a BKB.
BKB straight.
In order for their game plan to be executed, he needs magic immunity. If he buys the Manta, then they're going for the later game.
Oh, Johnny wants to go on. Envy jumps with a finger on KP! Bursting down the Luna immediately. Secret, they did have two in the sidelines, but not a chance or a millisecond for them to react to that jump from Chuan.
That was brutal. He just died super fast.
Bulba, is he going to be able to avenge Envy? He's looking for Chuan. KP is still there. They've got a Sunstrike. They'll punish the little bugger. Chuan taken down, but Chuan, he's giggling all the way to his grave. He killed Envy, and that is the kill that Newbee will be happy with.
Killing both cores back-to-back, really good stuff from Newbee. Just, again, maintaining position in the game, not forcing it too hard. They didn't have Haunt for any of those fights, so unfortunately Hao was not able to go down there and make anything happen. But he's still farming away. 3-0 right now. He's only about 2,000 net worth behind the Invoker, and KP is actually just hot on his trail in regards to farm. Dude, this guy is like... I think every Mirana that I've seen...
It's ridiculous how farmed he is.
They always get this way though, right?
Yeah,
like, it just seems, as soon as you get the Aghanims, your GPM goes up to like 700 instantly, and it's like, alright, well, got every item in the game now, boys, because I finished my Aghanims.
Oh, Moo. That's going to be Demonic Purge, but Moo turns around, just goes for a lasso onto Pi Die, straight into Kaka's Earth Splitter. Secret losing heroes across the map. Newbee slowly but surely break away with kills. 8 for 5 from lane. Again, Chuan with the jump in onto Puppey. Hao turns up for the fight as well. Puppey he's going to be able to heal himself up. And now look at the turnaround. They'll take Bulba. Puppey TPs, but he said, actually, I'm going to stick around for this. Eyes onto Hao. Hao will get away, but well, nicely played there. And not quite enough damage to bring down the Chen. I mean, Puppey's got the mech, has the hood. Pretty much saved his backside there.
Yeah, they're a super tanky team, but this is just by nature of how Secret like to play the game. They farm on pretty much all of their heroes, except for whatever Pi is playing.
Bulba. He's got eyes on KP. RT's just a little bit too far away to help. Maybe a combo and a Sunstrike could do a fair bit, but
it's not going to
kill KP. Yeah, 1500 HP.
There's no way it kills.
Let's see what Bulba does. He's just keeping the vision up. Eyes onto KP, just in case KP does move down for the creep wave, but it's not going to be the case.
But, you know, Secret are maintaining a pretty good level of farm. It's not as if they're falling behind by how much they're getting out of the map. It's that they're falling behind because their lineup is meant to be doing something at this stage in the game, not farming. I mean, sure, the Shadow Demon disruption illusions during the late game with Envy are going to be, you know, fairly potent. It's just about Spectre's ability to get in the fight and just kill Highlight Die and kill Puppey extremely fast, and it's going to be very hard for them to compete with that during the late game, just how good Spectre can be in those situations. But with the BKB almost being done on Envy, I think he's actually sending it out now. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's complete.
Yeah, so the BKB is done. They might look to try to do something with this, because Arteezy, you know, he's got Max Exort, he's got his Aghanims done. He may look to finish the Lincolns before they do anything else, and that Sentry and Observer combo is going to scout him out. So Newbee are going to be well aware of what's coming their way. But yeah, it's still at a state in the game where Secret, if they can take 1 or 2 good engagements, I think they can pull it back. It's about if they can get those engagements.
It really is at this point. And Pi, leading the way up here, pings onto Tron. Backs up, he disperses the illusion. Pi's going to be able to deal with the Sentry, or at least one of them. The other one just out of range. Newbee. Actually have Moo leading across the map. They've actually got... They did spot Arteezy. Yeah, Moo's trying to close in onto the Invoker. Jumps forward. He's not going to get it. Arteezy. Lucky to have that Lincoln's. He only just picked it up. I believe it was literally delivered by the courier a second before Moo made the jump in. So very, very fortunate item timing pickup for Arteezy, which pretty much saved his life.
Without Lasso, Secret are going, we want to fight this. No Haunt either. This is our time.
Tron with a reaction there as he pops the dust, and that's going to mean that Bulba can't come up to the high ground and close it down. Bulba with the blink done now. And as you said, yeah, Secret forming a push down the mid lane. This is their chance to go high. With the McCabe's on the way as well. Secret, they will have a formidable push. Illusion's out, Luna ready to go. Newbee, how are they going to stop this? Slowing it down with the stomp. Indeed, no how. Ult and no Luna. Sorry, no lasso from Bat either. Moo and How limited at what they can offer to this defense, and it looks like they'll just have to leave it so Secret are able to take the tier 2. The tower, more money into the pockets of RTZ. And they're happy with that.
Yeah, they take the guaranteed advantage and they just back off. It's not really in their best interest to overextend at this stage, even though they really want to try to get more. Because they understand that if they do lose a really big engagement against Newbee's lineup, it's just devastating for their game plan.
You can see at the moment Pi in the mid lane trying to make a bit of a movement onto How. The illusions are screwing him over. Look at the damage. How just about to get out. No, he's going to go down. They've lost Boulder. Kaka coming in. Can't quite finish up Pi move with the lasso into the finger from Tron. They'll bring down Puppey. KP jumping in on the back lines. Gets himself a double kill. RTZ and Envy the only ones left alive. Envy pops the BKB. Trying to get himself out. Tron can't quite get the stun onto Artur. RTZ and Envy are able to retreat. Did kill a How, but again, quite a cost for Secret, losing 3 heroes.
Yeah, it's actually worth, honestly, like 3 for 1. It's the 2,000 gold swing in favor of Newbee, and about the same in regards to experience. But you can just see, even getting that kill, and the fight starting off so well, knowing that the Spectre wasn't going to be there, just the difference in teamfight impact, and their ability to kill heroes super, super fast. So Newbee, once again, kind of flexing their muscles here. The disruption and Soul Catcher versus the Spectre can be
disgusting.
It's devastating, yeah. Especially if Pylai Dai manages to get up an Aghanims or something like that, and you're having the break on the Dispersion as well.
Yeah, I mean, just look at how much damage this does.
Yeah, he gets...
With the penitence on him as well, he just melts.
Damage amplification is absolutely no joke, but the Earth Splitter there from Kaka is kind of what salvaged it, right? It did so much damage to the supports on the side of Secret, and at that point, they just pretty much melt. And at the end, we'll see Chuan. He tries to go for the stun mana drain, but the stun actually hits before the mana drain animation. So instead of breaking the Linkens and stunning him, it just mana drained him as he walked away. So a little bit unfortunate. I'm not sure if they would have killed him anyway.
I can see at this point, RTZ comfortably breaking ahead now from KP and How. 16,500, 3k gap between them. Link Dagger's done as well, so RTZ he has all the tools at his dispersal to bring out the big plays and the big guns on his Invoker. And he absolutely needs to do that, as this proving to be a very, very close matchup here in Game 2. And a much better hope for Secret, but still, they by no means are the ones with the lead. It is Newbee that have this How. KP insanely farmed at this point. Very evenly across the board. KP nearly with the completed BKB as well. How's got the man to dump. Alright, pickups coming out for the cause. As Newbee will be looking to do something up top. How has a Horn at the ready if Secret react and try and fight up by the top tier 1. Secret indeed themselves, they're down bottom. See how far How comes out if he is spotted.
It's a very tense point in the game for both teams. They realize the importance of the next couple of engagements. But we haven't even really seen a Roshan kill, and it's been 32 minutes. That's how little action there's been. Because a lot of the time, if one big team fight breaks out, oh, Moo. He sees the trees breaking here. Artori's going to back up. But yeah, it just goes to show how scared both teams are of really that one engagement, because if it goes badly for you, the game can just be flipped on its head. Because the Invoker is starting to get to the point where he's getting more points into Wex. His spell arsenal is going to only get stronger from this point, and he has the Aghanims and level 4 Invoke already. So that's when the Invoker truly comes into his own. This is more than anything a late game hero.
I wonder if the Smoker Secret's going to catch anyone out there. They're heading straight up top. They might find Chuan. Better pick would be Moo and Moo. Indeed, he's going to come straight into them here, but Chuan jumps in immediately up to Pylai Dai. How as well with the ult, and they got the lasso up onto Envy. Envy now with the BKB and the Eclipse. Looking towards Tron, they'll take down the Lion. Chasing down Pylai Die, they've lost one in return. And in fact, the Secret just looking to get themselves the hell out of there. Bulba escapes. Puppey, the TP will be cancelled just in time by Kaka's stop. They're jumping forward, Newbee. They're going to look to take a third from the side of Secret. Puppey is relatively tanky, of course, with the hood and the mech. Trying to walk it off. There's a buyback from Pi, trying to save the team. He glimmercates Puppey, but it's not going to be enough to save him.
No.
Pi's in trouble as well. This could be a dieback from the Shadow Demon as Newbee taking everything from Secret. They'll find Pi. Arteezy's turned up looking for a turnaround, but Newbee, they back away. Can they find anything? Secret, Arteezy, no, can't get the lock on onto Moo. So Newbee, they lose the Lion, reacting absolutely perfectly to Secret smoke into the jungle there. They find 3, and then Pi dies back, and they kill him again.
Pi back. Not great. It's really, really not great. It's harsh being in those situations because you see an opportunity for you to, oh man, maybe if I buy back I can save this hero, and that would be really good for us because then the fight's not so lopsided in Newbee's favor, but end up losing the hero anyway and you pay your own life. It's the save your buddy syndrome, and it is, it's really rough. And the thing about that fight was...
They've seen him here. They know he's farming on his own. They've got the ward. Envy popped that BKB. Where's the BKB?
Oh god! Not like this, Envy. Not like this. It was the Lion that jumped him. How could he ever think that BK? He might have misclicked, honestly. That's the only thing I can attribute that to. It had to have been misclicked. That hurts a lot. Like, that's going to be a guaranteed 1 tower at least. I don't know if Newbee feels super confident in going for Roshan, but they might do that afterwards.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Newbee with that pick off. Tier 1 will be falling from Secret on the top.
I mean, they have everything else. If anyone from Secret is lingering around this area, they need to get the heck out. Because Secret have Haunt, they have Lasso. They can just jump you very, very easily at this stage.
It really feels this could be a game that Arteezy just needs to carry everything on his shoulders.
He is Atlas this game. He needs to put the world on his back. That's what needs to happen.
He needs to go full Voldemort on them.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, smoke for Newbee. They're looking to fight once again. Getting the wraparound Puppey. He's going to be the one to tank it by look, but no, they jump in immediately onto Bulba. Ball comes out as well. KP in immediately with the Starstorm first. They've lost Bulba. Puppey's trying to get out. He's not going to be able to escape. Pylai falls on the back lines, and MV and Arteezy, the only ones left living, but maybe not for long. The stun for Tron, the flame break back, bringing Arteezy into the fray. A 4th kill for Newbee. And again, losing Nuffy. Envy is farming. But Newbee, they're already on their way over. Envy, you've got to run.
All they can do is farm.
You've got to run.
Blessings upon a loyal
Envy, I think he realizes he may be dead. BKB, it's not in his repertoire.
Oh, God.
Oh.
All right. It ain't pretty right now,
It's
Owen.
all falling apart once again for Secret.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Well,
attack.
I guess you can just attribute all that to the warding that Newbee have. I mean, they smoked up, they walked along the side of the river, and they dropped all those wards as they were going down.
Radiant's
And then as soon as they get that one team fight, they were not expecting that Secret. It was just too fast. They went all the way from top, smoked across the map, knowing that Secret would want to safely farm their lanes and just try to push them back out before they try to make anything happen. And Newbee just make the call, right? How? Gonna eat a stun?
Camping. Jumping in with the Starstorm. The stun onto Puppey. Puppey in lots of trouble. In goes How, moving in immediately. Rips the Chen to pieces. He's down. Moose jumped in. Finds Pylai Die. The double kill for How. Arteezy's back on with Bulba. That's about it. They need a big play, but Tron gets the jump to stun on the two! Bulba and Artur around Secret! They're done!
They're already dead, Newbee. They're already dead.
Newbee.
My God. Alright. So the beginning of this game actually looked like Secret were, you know, they were pulling ahead. The Knicks got, like, way more out of this lane than I even expected. And just slowly but surely, Newbee were inching ahead their lineup. We always kind of figured it gets to this one stage, you're going to have the Spectre to